Hi guys, welcome to High Jump Club, the channel where we help high jumpers achieve higher heights in the high jump. Now in today's video, I want to show you one thing that is going to help you to jump higher. The thing that it involves is your posture. Now why is posture important? You need to have the right type of posture in order to get the full range of motion. If you can get the full range of motion in your hips, you're going to be able to jump higher, and you're also going to be able to get more speed, and you're going to be able to execute a lot more power. So I want to show you how you can identify whether you've got a postural problem that's affecting your high jumping ability or not. What I want you to do is I want you to get in front of a mirror. So get in front of a mirror so you can see your head right through until your hips. You're going to turn to the side like this, and you're going to look at your hip section. So before, when I was trying to run, I actually had an arched back. What I want you to try to do with your arched back like this is to try to lift up your knee. If I do it now, it's very difficult to get my knee up to 90 degrees. So imagine when you're running, if you're trying to run in the high jump and you have the arch in your back, you're just not going to get that full range of motion, which means you're going to run slower, have a slower approach, and it's going to affect your high jumping ability. Going beyond that, if you have an arched back and you can't get your knee up, you're not able to do the knee drive. So when you're doing a high jump, try to lift your knee up with an arched back. I'm going as high as I can with an arched back, and it's only going to what? Well, it's less than 90 degrees. So instead, you need to try to have a back that is straight, and this occurs by being able to bring your hips forward. So if you can bring your hips forward, and then if you try to lift your knee, all of a sudden I can lift my knee to 90 degrees. Now what this means is I can run much faster because I've got a greater stride length. When I actually go to do my knee drive for the high jump, I can actually get it up, and it's actually above 90 degrees. This might actually get me an extra 5 to 10 centimeters in the high jump just by doing that one little thing. So again, this is it in the arch position, and I try to get it up. Look, I cannot get it up. It's not possible. However, if I can bring my hips forward, then I can get it up much higher, a higher knee drive, and that will give me a greater height. So, how can you get your hips forward? Well, first, see if you can do it naturally. If you cannot do it naturally, you probably have tight hip flexors. Now, we're going to try to fix that in here. Now, all you need to do is do the hip flexor stretch. So remember, if you notice that you've got an arch here, you need to loosen the hip flexors, because the hip flexors are pulling the muscle in your spine, the lumbar spine, which is causing you to have an arched back. So you want to make sure that it's released. So all you do is you just stretch out your hip flexor. So right now mine is really tight, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lean forward until the muscle releases. Once you feel the muscle release, come back and do it on the other leg. The second thing, if you still notice that you're having troubles, there's a good chance that your quads might be tight. You can simply fix this by doing the quad stretch. So quad stretch. So then you should notice when you stand up and you look at yourself in the mirror, you should notice that it's much easier to bring your knees in front of you and to the side, which means you'll have a greater range of motion. Now, if you found this video helpful, please hit like. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or any thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep jumping higher.